Thank you, Jordan. Uh, let's hear from Rich Dolan, and I just want to say that Miriam Delicato has joined us, and so has Bob Dean. So we're quite a group here. Go ahead, Rich.
Great. Hi. By the way, it's a real privilege and honor for me to be here, and I want to thank all of you for being here. I hope to talk with every single one of you this weekend. Let's go for it. I'll be around. Regarding the shift, my attitude is that although I don't really focus on dates that I consider to be arbitrary, and that includes 2012, I do believe that we're in, probably every single person here believes that we're in the most dramatically transformative period of human history. As Alfred pointed out earlier in his lecture, the pace of history has increased dramatically, so much so that we're in a state of permanent revolution, maybe, to borrow a phrase from the past. So that we're transforming so rapidly that we are, in fact, reinventing who we are as a society, as a civilization, and, in fact, as a species. I think that in the lifetimes of most people who are here, you're going to see something utterly, radically different than what we have today. Now, what I don't know is how that's going to play out. My version of, as a historian, I do feel that I can occasionally play as a futurist myself. When you look at the past, you see trends coming up to the present day, and you can look at those trends and see how they continue. But the future is hazy. The future is not, it's not as clear as the past. We're at a point right now where there are forces of global police state that are working very hard to create that reality, and there are forces of freedom as well. And we are at the cusp of that struggle. I want to take a respectful issue with one of the statements that Jordan Maxwell said, which is about the virtues or lack thereof of democracy. I don't think that democracy is the worst form of government. It can be the worst form of government if you have an uninformed citizenry. And this, of course, was the great issue that America's founders discussed over and over again, which is that if you are going to have a government of the many, because remember, there's a government of the many, there's government of the few, and there's government of the one. If you're going to have a government of the many, you must have the many being informed, and that is a problem, because it's easy for people to be manipulated, and we see that in our society every single day. But that leaves it to us. If we're going to be informed actors of our own destiny, if we're going to manage our future, we have to be, as Carrie and Bill have said, awake and aware. That doesn't mean that we have to engage in wish fulfillment and pretend that there is this definite, wonderful future ahead of us, because it might be bad. It's only going to be wonderful if we look with a cold eye at what is going on around us and become aware, awaken from the matrix-like dream state that most people are living in every day. And I don't exclude myself. It's a struggle every single day to remain alert and awake to the world that's going on around us. And my hunch, and I'm going to wrap it up here because other people need to talk, is that there are forces at work right now far greater than that of any one person here. Just as the internet 20 years ago was a completely unforeseen development for most of us, it has transformed our world, so too we have to assume there are going to be other developments in the next 10 years that are going to completely overturn many of the assumptions that we currently have. And so what we need to do is ride the wild ride, stay alert, and be ready for what comes ahead. And the last thing that I will say is that throughout human history, there have always been suffering. There's always been horrible injustice. There have always been tremendous, difficult challenges that people have lived through. In that regard, we're not alone. We're not unique in that regard. We face unique challenges, yes, but we are part of a very long history of struggling humanity dealing with the next new crisis, and this is going to be our job. We have to acquit ourselves well and with dignity and honor.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you. Okay, go ahead. Cynthia Crawford. We'll just go down the line. Cynthia.